Say she want the farmer man. Yeah, man, I thought it's a representative. Me, I said check me up on the overall settings. This.
Yeah, you know it's your boy Jack Can, straight out of Canada, and overall setting.
Yo, this is the girl Joey Brooks, and I'll be on Overall Settings podcast.
I represent for Overall Podcast. You know, Overall Settings Podcast. See?
Watch me the queen get the president. I know I represent for Overall Settings that develop the resident.
I will be on Overall Settings.
And the Overall Settings Podcast.
People, you know it's the Overall Settings Podcast.
Overall Settings give thanks every day.
Overall Settings.
Overall Settings Podcast.
I will be live on Overall Settings.
Overall Settings.
Pow, 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 pow. Way home. Pow, 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 pow. Not because you're over there and I'm here. I'm with you. My heart, my soul, my love lies. You burn deep within. And my heart is with you. And my soul is with you. And the love we have goes on and on. Yeah.
Driving, baby come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Compression with the strokes and parking. Baby come driving. I your front so you know where to park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Run over me engine, have the key to me heart. Rev me up from 1 to 6 gear. Drive safe but don't stop. Cruise control, sink it in a hole. Fast and slow, drop it down low. Hydraulics one time, show me where you know. Long time me a wait for you open the door. Love when you ramp up car. Driving, baby come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Compression with the strokes and parking. Baby come driving. I your front so you know where to park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Run over me engine, have the key to me heart. Rev me up from 1 to 6 gear. Drive safe but don't stop. Cruise control, sink it in a hole. Fast and slow, drop it down low. Hydraulics one time, show me where you know. Long time me a wait for you open the door. Love when you ramp up car, body grow more. Come driving, baby come driving. Baby come driving. At your front so you know where to park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Baby, come driving. Pull up on me, baby. Driving. Driving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boy, come bust me ribbon back. Seat car top in a trunk, yes we can. Please not drop brakes. Press gas straight. My transmission make front vibrate. Take your time, don't rush. Make the come late. I'm driving. Pull it up, stick shift signing. Baby, come driving. Baby, come driving. At your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Baby, come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Baby, come driving. Big up me strong body man. Go leg with it and funny long back shot. Ever ready, make me sing body song. Hard like rock, firm and strong for ladies and yoga. Now shit for my man. Come driving. Baby, come driving. Baby, come driving. Baby, come driving. Baby, come driving. At your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Baby, come driving. Pull up on me, baby. Driving. Driving. Jack me up, change all, me no care. Who tougher than a vibrator? Sink it deep, make me walk like a cripple later. Change lane in a me, swerving on me. Front bruise up and then can't wear panties. Speed it up, slow it down, come crashing on me. And driving. Baby, come driving. Baby, come driving. Pull up on me, baby. Driving.
Hey, baby.
What's up, babe? What's up? We on, man, here, you know, man, out here, you get me? So, I'm pulling up now, yeah? Let's come link, man, now, baby. Sexiness.
Driving. Top it up, aka Secrets. Dream life, make the dream right.
Yo, me wonder them something even supposed to play for. Boy, I mean, know, brother. You sure so we're not gonna get a striker? No, that one that kind of in a place I just get hot. You turn on the heat a while ago, youth.
Boy, man, I tell you. Woo! ladies and gentlemen, you already know how the thing go. You know the steps. It's all about overall settings, the podcast that differs. And we always bring you the icons of yesteryear, the current icons of today, and the icons of tomorrow. Today, tonight is no different. Well, it's actually slightly different. Because normally when people forward on the platform, them automatically become honorary settings. But that young lady are kind of in her family already, we don't know. like she already got that. She was like born into it. So, you know, it's gonna be a pleasure talking to her, ladies and gentlemen. Right about now, everybody that knows Miguel Settings, the guy who kind of like pops in the camera sometime and shows his face, and some of the girl them say him not look tree bad, but you don't know him. Notice some of them. But anyway, this is Miguel Settings' sister. I don't know, sometimes the talent bestowed only upon one of the siblings them, so I don't know where I go find out why him never get none. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, all the way from Jamaica, by way of Philadelphia, or should I say Philadelphia by way of Jamaica, top secret. Manners.
Big up overall, yeah. Big up Elfico.
Yeah, man. Manners and respect, mama. First and foremost, before we even get into the backstory, a name like Top Secret now. I mean, artists always want to dip on the front page and, they want to put themselves, and so like the whole concept behind Top Secret, and yeah, obviously have managed to be a secret for quite some time because Miguel has been over here with us for a while now, and he's always talking about this sister, but he's like, yo, man, I'm ready for carry up on the platform yet, dog. Shower, start protein, but just move forward. So, how have you managed to be a secret for so long, and why?
Well, the name Top Secret, I didn't give it to myself.
Okay.
When I first come to Philly, is like, a lot of people notice I'm a road by myself, and I kind of like, keep my thing a certain way. So the name just jumped on me.
Okay.
One of my friends just tell people, say some name, and people just start calling me that. I'ma just answer to it because whatever, and the name just stick to me. One of them names that will just stick to you.
Right.
The name just stick to me. I'ma just keep it.
Right. Well, I me, I like to like alter things a little, and now that the cat is out of the bag, I would probably say you've been a best kept secret because you're immensely talented.
Thank you.
And I just kind of want to know, when did you start to discover this immense talent? Like, where did it start from? How long did it take you to embark on your career and start to record?
Well, I've been doing music for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I started writing when I was 14.
Okay.
I started off with poetry. I still have everything that I started off with. I still have it after all these years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started off with poetry, and then I started putting my emotions into lyrics, and I used to be inspired by like Lady Saw and Buju Banton, and I used to like listen to them words and know them, do them thing, and I changed my poetry into music.
Mm-hmm.
I started finding out like, this worked for me. And when I kind of grew up partly in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So, I used to go and perform at Bumblebees.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a club called Bumblebees. I used to go there and perform, and this club down at South Beach, I'm sorry, I mix up Philly with Florida now, called the Hungry Sailors. I used to open up shows there at a very young age.
Okay.
And after a while, like, you start getting into maturity, and life start taking its course, and you start going into adulthood. and I decided like, okay, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and focus on something else. But it's just that no matter what, I never could stop writing. I can never stop. Like it's in me.
Mhm.
So it's like something that you can't get rid of. Once it's in you, you can't get rid of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's where I started out, and that's where it all came from.
So would you say that you're one of those people that music chose opposed to you actually choosing it?
Right.
Okay. Okay. I
Correct.
get that.
Because no matter how much I'm like, oh, at first it was just like a hobby, but then when me used to DJ as a little skinny girl, and people used to be like, no man, she bad man, and everywhere I go, people used to be like, give her the mic, cause she bad, and even though I wasn't,
Well, I can say that even without you singing, you have a hell of a voice, like just a
Thank
talking
you.
voice. Like your voice, like just talking alone is melodic. You know what I mean? Like so, I would have, even if I didn't know that you did music, with me being an artist, you know what I mean? Your voice is very like it's intriguing to the ear. It's very nice to
Thank you.
hear. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it would just be a matter of time before, you turn words into melodies. You know what I'm saying? I actually started out doing poetry myself. You know what I'm saying? And then the words actually turned in to, me developing my own melodies, and like you said, kind of we came up in the same realm. When do you think you started to capture the attention of like producers and things of that nature? And what was your first experience like in an actual studio setting?
My first experience in an actual studio settings was when I was about 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. And there was this Rasta man named Kaya, them call him Avon. Him locks long down to the ground like a trail, like when somebody I get married and them have the veil upon them head, and it just a drag us a film locks long, Sometime him let it down, sometime him put it up, and me never forget him bring me into the studio, and him say, all right, teach you how to ride a rhythm now, go up on the rhythm, and me depend under the sycamore tree, a boy want to bow. So I'm like, cut, you're not gonna sing that.
And you were 15 years old. Okay.
Yeah, but
you want to
always listen to Lady Saw. And when you're the Jamaican music, I play a ball ground, and you hear everything. You hear everything,
Right.
and it's just in your head. But those were the songs like I kind of always remember, because they were like catchy, and so I'm going there, I'm start, I was like, no. Then him start give me some rhythm, some like old time rhythm, and him, I'm like, oh, I don't wanna do those, I don't wanna go on those. And he's like, well, if you're gonna be an artist, you have to know for right every single rhythm.
Exactly.
And I tell us that man worked with me until I was just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you you actually started performing before you actually got into the studio setting, which is kind of interesting, because a lot of times you have to like build up your courage to go in front of a crowd, but it looked like you kind of had that part down pack already.
Yeah, my thing was never really the studio. My thing was like, some dancer keep or something I keep a ball ground or whatever, and you hear the music and you go over them. So let me say, yo, she body not give her the mic, make she touch the mic.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my thing started out. And
Right.
then after I'm going to the studio.
Right.
But I like the live thing, like
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
like for them on the same level with everybody, with
Mm-hmm.
the crowd, and just them. I'm coming from that time back there, so
How the hell were you getting into these clubs at 14?
don't worry about them Sunday. Notice me say ball ground on outside events. You
No, but you come out strong in a home. You used to go when the club came again.
yeah, but me get in though. Don't worry about it. Me get in. Yeah, me get in.
All right, no, cause me usually perform at the Ritz before me able to go in there. So
Yeah, you get in once you have a talent, them are gonna let you in.
come collect you up, bad me up,
Yeah, bad you up. Me get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, she didn't sign a disclosure or disclaimer, so everything was kind of on the table. I'm just gradually finding out what I can and cannot say during the course of the interview. So please bear with me, okay?
Oh gosh.
By the way, her name is Top Secret, so that's probably a tribute to why I can't ask certain. but it's cool. It's cool. We're not gonna press it too hard. But so 15 years old in the studio with Kaya. He's training so you're Daniel's son and he's Mr. Miyagi and he's prepping you for what is to come. So how long after did you make your first official recording?
My first official recording, I did it with a live band.
Okay.
We had like I call them ancient Rastaman. They had like.
Ladies and gentlemen, the views of our guests and the things that they say have no bearing on overall. Say, maybe Miguel can take the blame like all my family, but me
no, because I call them ancient because they're just like some real Rastaman. Like you hardly can find Rastaman like those these days.
Okay.
Okay. I may tell you say them just have the live band. I'm doing a recording just like that.
Okay.
And that was my first actual recording.
Okay. And was this arranged by Kaya?
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
Cool.
It was.
So he kind of took on like a producer, management, mentor role.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Basically, because he saw the talent in me.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the type of songs that I wanted to do, he was like, no, you're gonna do culture music. And at that time, me used to have me ear twist up, me have like little locks and stuff like that. So, he was like, why don't you sing some culture music? But that's not what I was writing.
Right.
I was writing different type of stuff.
Right. Yeah, so that song was actually really well. Like, so back in them time, there was CD, 45, MP3, or where they go?
I think it was still like CD did just come out. Okay, you'd have the look around CD player them.
Okay. All right.
You remember those?
Yeah, man.
I may sing like go on with the money, busting at the med, gunshot a fling, big star there, big star there, gunshot a fling, busting at the med, go on with the money, and them song them that sing.
Panny, me no want to say ancient, but Panny Rasta about them rhythm there.
Right, so them like, you're not going to sing that, you're not going to sing them kind of music, they have to come with something else.
Right.
So, but what they wanted me to sing, that's not what I wanted to sing because I was still like, I was young and me in the crowd, I'm in school and stuff like that. Give me 1 second. Do you mind?
No problem.
Yeah, me not a crowd. Never mind. Me not a crowd and what we are talking about. Them time they know. Them time that we never in that. We have Frisco Kid and.
You were a rebel.
And them people are grudgeful,
You were a rebel.
It was just like I was in that time.
Clearly a rebel.
That time Pepper Seed Rhythm and all them something that come out. So it wasn't like I wasn't into singing no.
Right. So Kaya actually introduced you to this band, and so would you say you voiced your first song kind of reluctantly or?
No, I love music, so I did it, and I performed it many times over and over. I mean, he didn't stop me from actually doing what I wanted to do, but he was just trying to encourage me to sing something different, to write something different. But that's not what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to do was still working for me. But I guess the way how I looked, and then my voice was so heavy. At the time for the way how I looked,
Right. So yeah, no, cause let me tell you, you have a phenomenal voice. You know what I mean? Like your voice,
Thank you.
you know, is music to my ears. You know what I'm saying? We usually hear, you know, but I had the pleasure of working with one of the best vocal producers in the world. He actually did all of the music on Empire, and he's worked with like any artist that you could possibly name. And
Right.
it was like crazy because, you know, being around him like kind of gave me an ear for like one time I had a song that I wanted like my favorite singer to sing, and then I had this opportunity to like have this singer after I've been like idolizing this person for years.
Right.
And I had the opportunity to work with him, and then I'm like, yo, bro, I wrote this song for him. I want him to do it. And he was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna book the studio time. And he talked to the guy on the phone, and he said, yo, freak. And he started shaking his head, and I'm like, what? He said, he's not gonna be able to do the song. I'm like, why would he tell you that? And he said he's gonna come down. He's like, he didn't tell me anything. I could just hear by the tone of his voice that he really wouldn't be able to do that song. And I was adamant about him trying it. He came to Philly, and we had to end up doing a whole nother song. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, when you can kind of hear just by the way somebody like talks and like the tone of their voice. I guess when you start to get involved in like frequencies and stuff like that, you can you know,
Right.
understand it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So after that song, so all of this was taking place in Florida, correct?
Right.
So after
Actually, my first studio recording, I came up here to Trenton.
okay.
And then after I went back to Florida, and everything was like in Florida. Everything else took place in Florida.
Okay.
So my first recording was in Trenton.
Okay.
And then I started performing in like clubs and outdoor events in Florida. And then I got some bookings. They had a park called Shaden Glen Park in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
They used to keep like Jamaica Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to perform there, open up for like Capleton, Sizzler, all of them, Recipe.
So hold on, stick out. So were you always top secret then?
No, they used to call me Cian Success.
No, because I think because I'm remembering that particular park. I performed there years ago with the
I used to always perform there, open up there.
yeah, the Demas family. A couple other people were there, and
Ras Professor used to be on that
all
show.
right, so you never hear about El Fica then?
I know who you are, yes.
Okay, I think we probably had the opportunity of performing together.
But like I said, my appearance changed over the years
Mhm.
of me getting, you know, and having kids, and me used to be like one like a skinny piece of stick.
So did you know that there was a successful singer by the name of Cian Success already? Did you?
Yes, so that's why they were saying maybe you should change the name.
Okay.
Because somebody just started calling me that. That's what I tell you. I'm gonna get to name myself all now.
Mhm.
Like somebody just called me that because my actual name is Cian.
Okay.
So then they just start calling me Cian Success, and then later on we found out that there is a successful singer named Cian Success.
Mhm.
So that name now goes that name now goes stick.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
So basically, that transition, going back and forth, you know, doing shows and traveling, and you know, so at what point did you? I mean, are you still working with Kaya, or have you since?
No. Kaya actually relocated to Georgia.
Okay.
And then basically I was working with somebody else in Florida named Gaddafi.
Gaddafi. Okay, Gaddafi, is that the same Gaddafi from the Merciless fame, or?
No, this Gaddafi is like short, light skin, chubby kinda.
Okay.
But this Gaddafi, he used to have what's his name? Ninja Kid.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so he used to have Ninja Kid coach me in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But anyway, he used to get me on like events, any events that's keeping in Florida. I used to get on all that stuff as a young girl. Now, once I finished high school, I decided that I wanted to take a different route.
Right.
You know, I finished high school, and like a year after high school, I decided to get married.
Mm-hmm.
So then, as a married woman, I did music like a few years after I got married, and then I stopped.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get into my life, with my family and stuff like that. And I stopped.
Mm-hmm. Well, you took a break. You didn't stop.
Yeah.
But I get you.
And then I started going to college and stuff like that, doing my own thing,
Mm-hmm.
But I never stopped writing.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just kept calling you and calling you and calling you like.
Yeah, basically. Because I was like, when you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
So,
was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
So how long of a break would you say that was?
Like I said, it wasn't. I just had 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Mm-hmm.
This minute I'm doing it. Next minute I'm like, no, because in the beginning I looked at it as a hobby. I didn't look at it.
Right.
I just looked at it as my talent. It's something that I love to do, but I didn't look at it as, well,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Okay.
I always knew music was like my number one thing, but I was always trying to go into like the corporate world and doing something else.
You were in denial.
Basically, maybe.
And music pumping at your face.
And then every time people see me, them say, "What going on with the music? You stopped the music, not no more music." People just kept reminding you, like, they never make you forget, like, this is who you are.
You couldn't get away
this is
from
what you need to do.
Right.
So it's like it follow you. Them
Exactly.
say, wait, have the next music, you're a next song from you, what go on, this and that. Everywhere you go, people are ask you.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, this all them know me for.
So I mean, are you fully back into the music now, or are you
Definitely more than before.
Okay, all right. So between that time when you embarked on this mission and now, what would you say your biggest accomplishment to date was?
Okay, so before we didn't have like all these platforms like Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff. So basically, before it was like, oh, if I find a good manager or somebody to sign with and this and that. No, I have a bigger advantage because before I actually got back into it, I did my research on the business part, because before I knew nothing about the business part, Fico.
Right.
I knew nothing about it, but now I've mastered that part.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like basically going into driving. I have some strong people behind me. But at the same time, I studied everything for myself. I did everything for myself, and the people I have behind me, if I have any questions, I can ask them. They can direct me or whatever. But this time, I'm solid in it. It's not just like, I'll just jump on somebody rhythm, do a song and hopefully no. I know how to do all of that. I actually have insight on everything that's going on, even with everything. I sit down, listen to the rhythm. If I want an idea and I say, this can go so. And with the paperwork part, I control every single thing.
Love that.
Like, so I'm not walking, like when you're walking, you're not fully blind, but you don't really know where you go. No, I know exactly what to do and where I'm going. So it's just like, okay, it's like, it's a different, I'm like, why didn't I know this before?
I'm going to say two things to you from one artist to the next, because I think we've all been down that road where we have so much love for the music that, the business aspect of it becomes hindsight. And then sometimes you get somebody who you put in that position and, they have these ulterior motives. You are the first person that have came on this platform, whether big or small, established, non-established, and said that their single most great accomplishment was getting the business aspect.
Oh, definitely.
Right. And that, I think, it's not a lot of us here, but I'll clap you for that, because so many of us don't do that. You know what I mean? So many, and I hear the stories time and time again, 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old men who have hit songs and, they
didn't get paid for it.
And we got cash apps and stuff up, like trying to bury them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because when I watch all the, watching all those, not just Jamaican, like watching all those old time movies, how musicians get started out, and like the documentaries, how every artist and musicians gets, not just people that sing or DJ, like musicians on a whole, or even actors, how they started out. When you hear their biggest downfall is the fact that they didn't understand the business part of it.
Exactly.
They didn't want to handle the paperwork part of it. Nothing came to them directly. So that's why them get wrapped up, and that's why all their work that they put in before is like them just up there sweat and nothing now. Yeah, I have a love for it. But this time I said, well, I want to know everything. I want to open up every single thing.
And like I said, my hats are off to you for that. And I wish I had that type of I wish I had that type of poise. I'm learning that now. You know what I mean? And but it's honorable to hear somebody say that. You know what I mean? Because like on any interview that I've ever been in, and we've had the opportunity to interview over 100 artists over here, you're the first person that said that's like the single biggest thing that they've done. And that's,
thank you.
And that's actually, a very big thing, like if not the biggest thing of them all, because we all love the music. The second thing that I wanted to say to you is somebody once told me that there's 15 ways to make money off of music, and only one of them involves actually selling it. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different ways that you can maximize on your talent, and and one of the ways that I see that you're doing that now is I keep seeing these people from Ghana popping in on the live, and they're like, yo, big up. So that means you obviously are doing some serious legwork.
I'm putting in the work, man.
Yeah,
Tell
man.
them I'm putting in the work.
Yeah, man. So big up Ghana.
I mean, I can't see your link. I can't see what's popping up for you, but big up Ghana and big up Gambia too.
Yeah, I see
big up
that.
Gambia too, because not like Ghana and Gambia, them give me a every. May I tell you, say I didn't dream that people would love me in Africa like that. Like my biggest support, that's where it come from. Me not lie to you.
Right. Now that's honorable.
Thank you.
I mean, like from artist to artist reasoning. I can remember early in my career before the internet became so dominant. I'm talking about AOL, plug your computer in the wall. When you log on, you hear and then you see the little man run across the screen and don't laugh. But I went to England and I had the opportunity to vice for a brother named Rootsman.
Yeah.
And back them time we never have no Google and them something. I think the biggest search engine back then was either AOL or probably Yahoo. They were like back and forth between them two there. And I don't know why I ended up putting my name in some kind of search engine. I don't even know why. But when I did it and I seen like all of this stuff like pop up with like my picture, and I'm like, wow, there's another world outside of who's in front of us.
Right.
Because you spend so much time trying to please your peers and the people that are in front of you.
Right.
And,
go ahead, Fico. Sorry.
And you tend to not think about this whole other world that's out there, who actually, they say a prophet is without honor in his own home. So a lot of times the people that are around you will try to discourage you.
Right.
But there are some people out there that love you, and if you go to Africa right now, you're probably like royalty over there.
Let me tell you something. You ever do something and you're like, all right, let me put it this way. You ever get in a conversation with somebody and you feel like you're not answer them right, and after the conversation done, you say, I should have said this, I should have said that, I should have said that. The fact that I had 1 foot in and 1 foot out with this music thing, I look back and I'm like, this how I did do wrong. That's what I did wrong. This is what I should have done, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I tell myself, in the beginning, I started looking for my friends from school, people I hang around to support me, people where like people where always I say this, that, and that. When it come down to the point, they're not the ones there for you. So I tell myself, if I ever go back and strong into my music, the world big. I'm not gonna be no local. I don't want to be a local artist. I want to be an international artist, and that's what I'm going to be, and that's what I am now.
I mean, before like, big respect to the people that would chop the bush freeway, the people that did up on the Chitlin circuit, and the people that we're down in the ghettos of Jamaica, and they never have what we have now. But there's no excuse for being local when you have the world at the tip of your finger.
Yeah, we have the Instagram, some use it up.
There's nothing, I said there's nothing, no excuse.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a social media type of person. You hear my name secret. Sometimes Miguel can tell you I like to be by myself. Like I like to kick back. I'll get in my car, drive to a lake or a river, and I'll just sit there. I'll just sit there and read a book or just stare at the water or listen to the birds or something. That's my fun. That's what me like to do.
Right.
So I'm driving social media.
I'm driving, pull it up, stick shift sliding.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but I use my time to create. So I like to be by myself most of the time, you know. But with the social media now, I use that to share my creativity.
Exactly.
And that's all it's for me.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I love that, man. May I tell us why I'm almost certain, like those venues that you mentioned, I know that me and you have performed on some stage somewhere together at some particular time.
Yeah, at the Reef.
Yeah, I know we had to be somewhere together. I'm almost certain because I've been, I've had the privilege of being like everywhere at one particular time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at the Reef when the ganja farmer, ganja planter.
Oh yeah, Marlon Asha. Yeah, all right. Me know that.
Yeah.
So what are your plans? Like, do you plan on appeasing your fans over there in Africa? Because they.
Oh yes, can't wait for reach over there.
Hey, Ghana, on a send her up. On a send for her when the place open up.
I can't wait.
Exactly.
To get over there.
Exactly.
Because them show me much love, and I gotta show them back all the love that they show me. Trust me.
Exactly.
I can't wait to get over there.
Exactly. Me can't wait for you to reach over there. God, trust me, them dep on the live right now. Like you see, like how you that bad me up earlier. I said them I bad me up. I said them I bad me up a while ago, but I want to show some love to them because my sister them I show love to you. So
yeah,
pick a pin for a second.
All right.
Driving, baby, come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Compression with the strokes and parking. Baby, come driving. I your front, so you know where to park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me heart. Rev me up from 1 to 6 gear. Drive safe, but don't stop. Cruise control, sink it in a hole.
Well, I was misinformed. I mean, this is Jamaica.
Yeah, that's Jamaica. You want me to send you the Ghana one?
No, I have it here. But
yeah, come here. Miguel said
I don't know if you used to intimidate him when him little because I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. I never really see him so nervous yet. But
that's okay. Make him go.
All right, but we'll pick up Jamaica. Said we and then me go look for another video in the meantime. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, man.
Driving, baby, come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Compression with the strokes and parking. Baby, come driving. I your front, so you know where to park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me heart. Rev me up from 1 to 6 gear. Drive safe, but don't stop. cruise control, sink it in a hole. Fast and slow, drop it down low. Hydraulics one time, show me where you know. Long time me a wait for you open the door. Love when you ramp up car, body grow more. Come driving, baby, come driving. Baby, come driving at your front so you know where you park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Baby, come driving. Pull up on me, baby. Driving, driving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boy, come bust me ribbon back. Seat car top in a trunk, yes we can. Please not draw brakes, press gas straight. My transmission make front vibrate. Take your time, don't rush, make the come late. I'm driving. Pull it up, stick shift sign. Baby, come driving. Baby, come driving at your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Baby, come.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that was joke. Yo, don't come over here, come touch me, no my youth. Leave me alone, no my youth. Leave me alone, no my youth. We're gonna sit down, brother. All right, so no, that was Jamaica.
That's Jamaica. I just said, make sure to play Ghana and no, but I
No, we can't go wrong Ghana and Ghana. You want
so
Ghana?
that was Jamaica. That's Shelly Belly and Barbie.
All right.
That's the first.
All right.
That's the first dance video that come out. A big dancer come out for the first dance video.
Mother Road.
Yeah, so Shelly Belly, Jamaica actually represent first because that Shelly Belly and Barbie do the first dance video.
All right, me and Miguel want you do your favor right now. Ghana, when you want me play on a video, right? Me have it right or so. Me have the video right or so. But you see, if you don't rate and respect Top Secret, come in on and subscribe to free our channel already, you know. But you see that cause you over here, Top Secret, tell them what you do now, man. Please and thanks. Tell them you want some Ghana people over here, you know.
Jack me up, change all me no care. Who tougher than a vibrator, sink it deep, make me walk like a cripple later. Change lane in a me, swerving a me front, bruise up and then can't wear panties. Speed it up, slow it down, come crashing a me and driving. Gotta come driving. Baby, come driving. Baby, come driving at your front so you know where you park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me heart. Turn over me engine, have the key to me heart. Baby, come driving. Big up yourself, Ghana. Loving us straight, nah lie.
Miguel's over here like cringing. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to like have your sister.
Forget him. I'm not ready. Make him go on.
He's like, I don't like those lyrics.
Nah, him not like no. Make him go on.
Ghana. I'm full of time I know here. So here we go on. We are going to pick up the Ghana people, them know. Because that's how we did to go first, but one little
no man, that was right. This was the first dance video for driving. So you're up on the right track.
All right.
It's Ghana and then it's Gambia.
All right, so we buck up our work. Now. Yeah. All right. Ghana, what's it going?
Driving. Baby, come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Compression with the strokes and parking. Baby, come driving at your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Rev me up from 1 to 6 gear. Drive safe but don't stop. Cruise control, sink it in a hole. Fast and slow, drop it down low. Hydraulics one time, show me where you know. Long time me a wait for you open the door. Love when you ramp up car, body grow more. I'm driving.
No, sir, the music.
Driving. Baby, come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Compression with the strokes and parking. Baby, come driving at your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Rev me up from 1 to 6 gear. Drive safe but don't stop. Cruise control, sink it in a hole. Fast and slow, drop it down low. Hydraulics one time, show me where you know. Long time me a wait for you open the door. Love when you ramp up car, body grow more. I'm driving, baby, come driving. Baby, come driving at your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, have the key to me yard. Baby, come driving. Pull up on me, baby. Driving. Driving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boy, come boost me ribbon. Back seat car top in a trunk, yes we can.
You know, one of the things that I love and where you can't get around, it's like when you look for African dance, it's like you look for Jamaican, and when you look for Jamaican dance, it's like you look for African. Like it's
we are one.
Crazy, yeah. It's just crazy how remotely close, you know. We
yeah, because remember our motto is out of many one people, we're one.
Right, exactly. Jaja, boy. Top secret, like me say, you let the cat out of the bag now. So, as me say, me I got have to call her, best kept secret setting. Best kept secret setting. It kind of land still, you know what I mean? But at least me alone will call her that. Like nobody.
Let me tell the people I'm over. Follow me before me forget. I want them know so them can follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
At Secret Walters.
Okay.
That's Secret WALTERS Walters. And you can follow me on TikTok the same way at Secret Walters. My Facebook is Sian Walters. SIAN Walters. Everything on Walters, but you know, Instagram is at Secret Walters. Follow me. Make sure to follow me on because me have more things that come out, you know. So just go and follow me and so I go on. But me I put my all in a drive-in because just drive-in just hot. Me think it just hot like that.
No man, it's tough, man. It's tough. Me I go have that ringing and me all when I reach at my yard and I look for your parking. I just be that driving. Police see me circle the block all 3 times and they must say, what you do? Must say me driving. Driving. So if you see like a viral video go wrong with them a beat on Rasta youth, you already know how you can't see. And your fault.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean you're welcome anytime. Like once you become an honorary settings, I mean your brother is a part of he actually just became a partner last week. You know what I mean? So he's one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Like, same enough.
You know, he's not a worker anymore, he's a partner. You know what I mean? So you know, him can buff up him chest a little bit. I see him put on a shiny chip. What you did? You dip in a corporate account already? Your mind, you did No, but I mean, it was a pleasure having you here. Please
Thank you.
Stop by whenever you feel like. All you have to do is just tell big bro or little bro.
Little.
Okay, little, very little bro. All right, so for send you a link and you can pop in anytime. You know what I mean? I hope you'll be logged on for the IRA interview tonight. You know, and we'll keep playing your stuff. And if we don't, then you know who to talk to. Him say my DJ and wherever him want name, I don't know.
Before I go, mama big up Overall Settings. When Overall Settings driving, every podcast of a park, Overall Setting, yeah, a top class. Big up the whole team, Top Secret, say that.
Mother,
thanks for having me.
Yo, we love you over here, sir. And your place or our place. Big up yourself. Incredible.
Big up yourself, Vicky.
Incredible interview. You know what I mean? So go and bless up yourself, my man. I'm gonna outro with your video because for the people that just logged on and weren't able to see it. So what I want you to do for them is give it an official intro. Tell them who you are. Tell them what the name of the song is and where they can find it.
Hi, my name is Top Secret, also known as Secret Walters. I'm me at the drive-in boss. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Secret Walters, TikTok at Secret Walters, Facebook, Sian Walters. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you know, to find out what's going on with the latest. And big up yourself again, Overall Settings. Love you guys. Bye.
We love you more, mama. Bless.
Driving, baby, come driving. Pull it up, stick shift sliding. Compression with the strokes and parking. come driving at your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, you the key to me heart. Rev me up from 1 to 6 gear. Drive safe but don't stop. Cruise control, sink it in a hole. Fast and slow, drop it down low. Hydraulics one time, show me where you know. Long time me a wait for you open the door. Love when you ramp up car, body grow more. Come driving, baby come driving. Baby come driving at your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, you the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, you the key to me yard. Baby come driving, pull up on me baby. Driving, driving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boy come bust me ribbon back. Seat car top in a trunk yes we can. Please not drop brakes, press gas straight. My transmission make front vibrate. Take your time, don't rush, make the come late. Come driving, pull it up, stick shift sign in. Baby come driving, baby come driving at your front so you know where we park. Pull up on me bumper with a power start. Turn over me engine, you the key to me yard. Turn over me engine, you the key to me yard. Baby come driving.
Yeah, you know, so I'm going to cut it a little bit because I get over here and myself, my sister, that dog, turn it off, dog. That joke, man. He felt very uncomfortable about those lyrics, but, you know, she have more things to come. Secret, top secret, Walters. Please, go find her on social media. I want to way, you know what I mean? And you don't know we have to support one another. And she's bad, like she's totally Tapanaris artist, and she's up and coming for real. Big up the people them in Ghana, big up everybody with the panel live, big up the whole of my Settings family, Blackie Putos, aka Hugh Settings, big up Short Bass, big up Merm Settings, big up Michibu, the whole works, big up the whole Settings, once a Settings, always a Settings, when I stop says so Mickey Settings, Counselor Settings, Erica Settings, anywhere on a turn up, on a don't know the ships. You know what I say? So people on the other side. Did I say it right? Ayara, family of the alliance. Well, him say once alliance, always alliance. Like how we say once a Settings, always a Settings. So please like, share, subscribe. The people them from Ghana, we are going to want to know over here because. And the last time Top Secret I go come here, and we're always gonna be playing our music. Our brother is one of us, so you guys are one of us as well. You know what I mean? So spread the word. Overall Settings on the move. Like, share, subscribe. Big up Mama Pat Classic and everybody with the panel live right now. Monica Macy, Canway, Morgan, everybody on the other side. Ayara. Big up Canway Morgan from Canada. All of the people in there, anywhere the item stand up, anywhere the item come from. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, it don't cost $1. And I gonna have some people over here next week. Exclusive interview with the man himself. Bad boy of fire M16. Policeman of fire AK-47. But soldier man. Sammy Dread will be here. Sammy Dread will be here thanks to my good friend Chuck Turner. I'm just start sending people over here. Me talk to Mr. Grindsman since like give me the Benz Punani, make me go and drive it out. The original singer for that song there. I gotta be over here. Ricky General, I go over here. Yeah, man. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes, General B will be here. Somebody not the new shirt, not the new shoes. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes. He'll be here. He'll be here. Trust me. We have about 40 artists booked already. We book out right back till July. We have a Philly weekend I come up. Philly weekend. We have a bad hip hop artist. Him say him name Mac Ben with it. So may I go find out what he's been with when him come over here. but he said his name is Mac Ben with it. So that means whatever he's been with it for a while. So pick up all of the people in panel live. Yo, my love and my respect and thank you guys for supporting us. Right about now, we're out and we're going to head over to the other side. The interview with Ayara starts in approximately 38 minutes. And
You can't count.
yeah, man, you can't count. Trust me. When them, yeah, me can't count. Yo, move on your son, youth. Yeah, come disrespect, man. But I want to the brother. And after that, this brother, if you come here with him something right now, make it set this. Which part you come defend me? Anyway, and I don't know how we do already. The other side. Don't play style again.
All right. Silly of you to think that you could ever test overall. We will kill you. Silly of you to think that you could ever test the overall. We will kill you. They're just some jump on. I know that overall of the ton you in a cloud. What could it be in you that people see? What could it be? Oh, overall. Oh,